under 17, we have been plying our trade in the GFA League, which we have been always in the last 3 years consecutively reaching the finals of North Goa and also the semi-finals of All Goa. At the same time, our academy participates in different tournaments all over India. In the last 2 years in Ratnagiri, we have been winning this All India tournament for the past 2 years, and that to all our age groups. So coming to the main point is that we were doing really well, and we are doing really well in North Goa, and we always used to think, maybe one day we always want to see how the South Goa and players are, because we never got a chance. It was, the distance is too far. But, as they say, all the stars aligned at one time. I think Warren's, we were always looking at Warren's vision of creating players. He used to have camps, we used to always look at it, and it was a very good response. And somehow with a connection, we have seen that a blend where we could come in and maybe help Warren to set up his dream, which was aligning in ours, and that is ultimately the creation of good grassroots players. So this is how the idea of Benaulim Consultancy Football Academy has formed. Now to tell you, the next thing is that we are involved with good infrastructure. We have a physiotherapy clinic, we have already built a stadium in North Goa, we have a gym. So this is what we had done initially 7 years back. Now coming to this particular part of building a good future in Benaulim Consultancy, I think me and Warren, here with a lot of plans and a lot of support from the coaches, from the support staff, I think we can create a beautiful ecosystem for all the players around Benaulim. And I know this is not going to be an easy ride. It's going to be a big vision. It's going to be something which is very concrete. We don't want to give, saying that, we are going to do this, with that, but we want a steady growth. We want to identify the talent before first, because we as coaches, we as technical staff believe there is a lot of talent in Benaulim. I personally used to come to Benaulim to play, and I've seen so much good talent, but it has to be tapped at the right age, and they have to be given right information from the day one. And not only that, coaching everywhere is done all over the world, but proper mentoring and proper guidance is very rarely found. Because if a player is not mentored properly, he is not going to go on the right path. And second thing, if he is not taught properly also, he is not going to go on the right path. As they say, if you teach a boy wrong passing and he learns it and he does it for the next 3 years, that 3 years are gone is a waste. So very important, that is why we have come over here to teach the kids the right method, right methodology, right way of learning football and growing through a method which is very organic. And not only that, we want them to see achieving great heights in football, to play for the state, to play for the country, and also a long vision of getting players out of Benaulim to play at the international level. I think only when we have that vision, we will slowly start gaining our momentum towards making world-class players. So I think I will just put in a brief regarding the training program, how it's going to work. So initially, our first short-term goal plan is identifying and nurturing talent. So we have initially introduced a 10-month academy program, wherein the kids will train for thrice a week. Initially they will train for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They will be having a 1.5-hour program every of all these alternate days, so that they rest well, recover well, and they can understand what our method is. There will be various football tournaments in this program in this 10 months, so that they can perform. It will be first it will be trying to play in between them with small other clubs, so these players understand what they can do. And once they do well, we will be testing them in around the state. Once they do even better, we will be trying to test them around our country. But initially, first is to create a very strong foundation, which I believe the foundation is the most important part of football. And once the values of the academy, once the base is set, then automatically this will carry the academy, and obviously the future plan of Warren of having a beautiful club established in the upcoming years. It is a time-taking thing. We will try to put the club in process, the academy in place. So it's not going to be from the above, but it's going to be from the beneath. So I believe that if the foundation is strong, everything will fall in place. We will be having workshops on injury prevention. We will be trying to add. We'll be adding parents to this community, so that the parents are aware of basically what football is, and how it can be spread and what they can learn from it. And it is not only playing football. Tomorrow there are so many career opportunities that also we are trying to look at. If a player only knows football, at the end of the day of 35 he will be only knowing football. But here we want to give something more to them. Tomorrow, maybe after football also, if they have knowledge of the sport and they have learned the sport in the right way, they can also give knowledge. So, that also will be a further process. I would like to talk more on see how we can create career opportunities for all these young players. Yeah, I think in this process, we need your support to create players. We want to create world-class players, but again, everything from the baseline when we start, we want your support in covering our events, so that we can, the kids will be motivated. Like tomorrow if you see a small player seeing his photo on the paper, trust me, that is the biggest motivation. Or seeing his name also on the paper or on the advertisements or today on any reel or something, it is a big motivation for them. And I think it is our responsibility to give them this opportunity, give them this chance and give them the name, so that at least, they can take this as a good career opportunity and move forward with the name of the academy. At the same time, building up the club, I think that's the most important part of it. Yeah, I would like Warren to say a few words about the academy, where he will explain his vision and his contribution to it.
Good evening, everyone. पहिले सुवाती तुम सगळ्यांक हांव देव बरें करूं म्हणटा. तुमगे प्रेस भाव, तुमगे एक एक्सटेंडेड फॅमिली तुमी सगळे एक उतराचे एक इन्विटेशनाचे तुमी सगळे येयले म्हणून काळजांतल्यान तुमकां सगळ्यांक देव बरें करूं. हे कॅम्प एकेडमी करपाक हांव फॉर द लास्ट 1 year हांव हेजे भरपूर प्लॅनिंग आहा, लॉट ऑफ थॉट प्रोसेस. There are a lot of people behind the curtains who have helped me. एकलो आतां हाटी एकलो भुरगो एलेक्स मुगेलो बरो इश्ट, तेणे भरपूर तेजो फॅमिली टायम सोडून म्हाका भरपूर हेल्प केला. तेच भाशेन मुगे भावानी दोनी भावानी रेगनान फ्रेजरान. आनी सांगपा म्हळ्यार सुपर 30 सॉकर स्कूल हांव एक दीस सांजचो हांव फुटबॉल चोयता आसतना म्हाका मार्कुसाचो एक WhatsApp ग्रुपाचेर तेजो एक सुपर 30 स्कूलाचो एक एड येयल्लो. So I contacted Bob Marcus and I requested him, Marcus, can I have one call with you? And that's how it initially started. And then of course I had to do my research, my feedback about Super 30 school, and I got a very, very positive response from various players and ex-athletes and current players that Ricard, Marcus and the entire team is doing a fabulous job with regarding to Super 30, but it's in the north of Goa. My challenge was to bring them to the south. It's a very big challenge because they are a well established Super 30 soccer school, a well established academy. Benaulim constituency मुडायती आमगेली 7 गांव, कोरमोणेची, वारकाची, केडशेची, बाणालेची, कोलवाची, सुरालची, ओल्डेची, 7 villages. हे 7 villages आहे आमगे कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीन केन्ना एक अकॅडमी जालना. तुवें चोयल्या मुगे फोटोय आसतलो, पूण अकॅडमीचें नांव वॉरन आलेमाव अकॅडमी न्हू. हे बाणालकार आले, कोलवाकार आले, सुरालकार आले, वार्कीकार आले, कोरमणकार आले, केडशकार आले, ओर्डेकार आले. हे लोकांगे अकॅडमी, वॉरन आलेमावगे अकॅडमी न्हू हे. सो आय एम बीइंग व्हेरी क्रिस्टल क्लियर. दिस अकॅडमी इज फॉर द चिल्ड्रन ऑफ बेनालिम कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी. The parents will decide, the children will decide the direction of this academy. So far the registrations have been very positive. I am very thankful to my new friend Ricard, Marcus and the entire organization committee for coming forward and helping me in this. I also want to thank Varka Sports Club President Mr. Joachim Alemao, my uncle. Tej Bashin Vice President Bob Tennyson, Tej Bashin Secretary Bob Jimmy. In general, I want to thank Varka Sports Club for giving me the football ground. So this ground I am getting for 3 days, thrice a week. So every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, this sessions will have to be there for the children between 4:30 to 6 in the evening. They will get a healthy refreshment. I'll be giving them proper football kits with bags. So it's a very professional structure. I do this every year. Sodda muhim वर्षा एक summer camp होता. हे वर्षा मुगे summer camp 400 भुरगीं आसली. म्हाका दिसना गोंया हुंच्या summer camp इतली भुरगीं जाले. Very healthy environment. We start at 6 in the morning till 10. now we are going on a different direction. I'm always close to the youth of Benaulim constituency. Every youth in every house, I'm sure knows me by name and by face. It is my way of giving back to the children with the love that I get. Any function I get or banale, maka odil zap kotaj kun mak burgi poil zap kotaj. And maka ek moga burgi abasot. There's no ek academy I chalu kelia. And overall goal towards this academy is that to bring in discipline to the children. Anta goya soka gelia drugs itle wadla. Sarkarache विरुद्ध उलोवपाक जायता politics and पुणे anta sportsaचे उलयता. Children have got lot of different paths to go if they want to go in the wrong direction, but right paths right now in Goa are very few. I want Benaulim constituency to be an example set for the rest of Goa. This academy will be an example that I'm going to set forth for the rest of Goa, for the rest of the community. My academy will not look at the religion, will not look at the portfolio of the parent. Once the child is on the ground, I have clearly spoken to Ricard and to Marcus and the team that once the children are on the ground, everyone is equal. No religion, no caste, no creed. Everyone comes together, plays together, goes back together. It's very simple. So that's about it, to bring in a proper infrastructure in football. Football right now in our constituency in Goa is declining. Sarkes Sokolgelo football. I don't want to point fingers to anyone, but if we all take this in our own hands, if we take this initiative of promoting the sport by ourselves, then only we can see progress. We have to start from our house. That's very important. So that's the entire concept. I'm very happy that my dear friend Ricard has joined me in this, and that's all about it. I'm Salko happy कि आज आम्ही हो academy launch केल्या आणि by the 15th of September we are going to start our practice session very professionally. Just before you'll ask any questions, I just want to introduce Prudent Fernandez. Prudent Fernandez is the first citizen of Varka village of Benaulim constituency to play for India. Prudent has played for, he's an ex-footballer, India athlete, Goa. He's played for Vasco Sports Club, he's played for Sargaonkar, he's played for Mapatlal, and he's played for a country. So, for me, if I wanted anyone to launch this project, unveil the jersey, I want one of us. आम्ही गोंयकारांमध्ये एकल्यान करप आनी प्रिवेलान जो एक आमचे गोंयकार गोंयच पासत आनी इंडिया पासत जो फुटबॉला जो हेडा पासत तेणें एक रिप्रेजेंटेशन दिला. I think he deserves all of it, and I don't think he's got that credit from the state or from the country, but as a citizen of his village, he's senior, he's 77 today, but even today he's got the energy of a young child. And when I requested Privela, I request Saiba tu mas ani tu as Jesse Anvilkon, he was more than happy. He was working in the Shetralo, so very hard-working man, and I feel very privileged and honored that Mr. Prudent has come here to launch our project. If Prudent can say a few words.
Can I start a timing?
Timing. Oh, Somna 3 party. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sanche 4:30 ke 100. Twice a week. So I have Varka Sports Club ground booked for the next 10 months. So that's why I'm very thankful to Varka Sports Club and to Mr. Alemao and the entire Jimmy and the secretary and the vice president Tennyson, because they have given me this ground free. Of course they've given me, I'll be very honest. So it shows that, you know, even they want the sport, they want the children to improve. In today's day, to get a football ground is more tough. Children want to go out and play, but how many football grounds are there? How many playgrounds are there? Very less. So I will be maintaining the football ground as well. And in all of this, I have also spoken to the GFA president, Kaitan Babako Dekun, and he has given me his, promised me his outright support in whatever way we need in the future. So I'm grateful to GFA as well. tournament करता है academy वाला एक coach सगळे highly qualified, all are licensed coaches, so they will be running the show. I am there behind them, backing them. The hard work is of theirs. I am only making the path clear for them. But I have my full faith in Super Turkey Soccer School and in all the respected technical coaches, and I want to thank them for coming in.
After 10 months, my development.
So, and the academy I launch kota hai. At the same time, simultaneously, I will be registering my club. Club dekun Benaulim Constituency Football Club. The first 10 months, we will be only getting the children to focus on their technical abilities, if I'm right, on how to play the game, how to enjoy the game, and I'm sure 10 months also is less if you ask the coaches, but in 10 months they'll try and teach them, and then the next season, Benaulim Constituency Football Club will, by God's grace, participate in each and every GFA under 12 or under 15, under 17, in all the tournaments. So this is like a step for the children if they want to go further up in the sport. It's a very professional structure, so that's why it's a 10-month program. Summer camps are different. This is a proper professional structure.
जायती क्लबा बॉन पडलेल्या फुटबॉल कशें पळयता करता.
So बॉन पडल्या म्हणजे तेंची देखून मिस्टेक ना, सपोर्ट मेळो जाय न्हू. फायनान्शियल सपोर्ट इज व्हेरी व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट फुटबॉलान. जितले तुका पॅशन आहा तितले फायनान्शियल सपोर्ट देखून मेळो जाय. मुकोडे जात ते भाशेन हांव कोता मुगे बाणाले कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी भुरग्यां पासून. आय हॅव ऑलरेडी स्पोकन टू a lot of my friends who have given me a good feedback that they will support me financially over time. This is just the first season, but over time I don't want to say that Munis Burgo I execute rather than talking. So over time you will see how Benaulim Constituency Football Academy and Benaulim Constituency Football Club will develop. For that I need your support, and of course I am thankful and grateful for the support of the technical team.
Is it also the earlier camps, both camps, and the feedback what you got? So adding to that, have you are opening this?
Very true. See, we started in 2023. We started with 150 children. One child is still here. One of my favorites, Jolene. Miss Jolene, she's still here. She's come from day one. So her first picture, if you see with me, she's like this. Today she's grown 2 years. So from 2023 till 2025, we've grown from 150 children in 2023 to 400 children in 2025. So there's a big jump, big spike. So the children also want it, the parents also want it, and it is but obvious when I'm getting and receiving so much love, I have to give back to the parents and to the children the support and the love, because as I'm saying today, whichever function I go for in my constituency, before the elders, the children greet me, and they know me by face today, and I am more thankful and grateful for the love that they give. So this is just a way of giving back to them, but in a good way, structured way. It's just not something to do with like just mistake korba and korba test nute. It's very structured, very professional. These coaches are very hardworking. They've come up the long, the hard way. They are all worked for more than 10-15 years, all of them. And today they have their own identity, all of them. So for me to sit beside all of them also is a big privilege, because they've all worked hard to reach where they are. And I'm just grateful that they all have come together to support this cause. This shows they also love towards the game.
Will this be absolutely free for the...
Yeah, this academy is fully...
Completely, because this is a very professional structure what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, the academy is completely free. The kits I'll be giving free. The refreshments will be free. A to Z, everything is free. Every month or every 2 months, I suppose, we will have a PTA, a parents-teacher meeting, where the parents will meet the technical team, and each and every child will be focused on, and every child will be told where they are good, where they need to improve. Every child is a star for me in my eyes, but they know it better than me when it comes to the game. I'm passionate, but technically they are much more sounded. So they will be telling the parent with regarding to their nutrition. So we have a physio, we'll get a nutritionist when the PTA meetings happen. So everything is very well structured and discussed before coming in front of all of you. So yeah, so we will make sure that every child develops in a very positive way. And it's everything free. Nothing, not a rupee, not a dime will be charged to any child. So today a child, एक गुर्गे जोड़तो एक हुम्पी रहा था, and एक गुर्गे जोड़तो AC रहा था. When they are on the ground, they are one. There's no difference. And I made it very clear, and even they made it very clear that Warren, we have to keep the child at one balanced place. That's only when the child will improve. So, yeah.
Well, support that is good. Yes. Career you are talking about. So, anyone is interested and you are going to push that one forward.
So what we do is we have a very planned structure. So what we do, we first initially start off with grassroots enlightenment. Basically what I call is enlightenment. If any kid comes to play football, sometimes a young kid does not know what is football. So to ignite the fire into them, see it's like, if you want to make a priest today, you have to send them to a seminary, then he learns about, spirituality. So same thing for football, very important. We first have a structure wherein we will bring them, nurture them, make them realize what a football dream is. And then once they know what the dream is, then even if you make them work as hard as possible, they will work for you. So then it doesn't become a duty, but it becomes a love and passion for their dream. So first is to bring them, make them understand what their dream is, and then automatically they will start doing the right things to achieve great success in the future. And that's how a career is shown. So our duty, and I think the vision with Warren, I think my personal thing, I look at someone's eyes and what is the vision. So the first thing I asked Warren when I came is, I said, how come you have got to this idea? So this is how he came and said, whenever Ricardo I go for early morning mass, and sometimes I see the kids with jerseys over there, and there is some forgotten path and some forgotten destination where these kids don't know what to do. So I said, if that is the case, I think then we have something in a line to give the society. I think give the Goan football fraternity, and I don't think it is going to be too late. You're going to see beautiful players coming out of the constituency of Benaulim in the support. Obviously, it is not easy. I'm telling you, we have been running this for the past 7 years. To train a small kid, to nurture a small kid is the most difficult thing. And when we are all aligned with one vision and one dream to make these players and these kids a better talented football, I think it will be the biggest happiness when we can see one of our Benaulim players playing on the big screens. I think, me, Warren, our team, I think we will be very happy, and we will surely have another conference talking about how we can then take these players ahead in the near future.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, we really need to appreciate Warren for taking a step, like a leader. He just came in front and, getting a name also, Benaulim Constituency Football Academy. He got everyone together on his just one call. So, as we also know now that we have a very strong leader with us who will always support us. So, I just had a few words, with Warren outside. He told me Raj, I had 150 people first, and just that too for just summer camp. And I was just thinking, Ricardo also, when he was doing some things in North, Ricardo started with very, very small. Okay, right now he have almost 3 grounds running. He's always coordinating with Marcos. He always gives me Raj, this is the thing. What next? What next? You're always looking for a next step. Now, why Super 30 come in the picture? Yeah, we know, when we put a seed, we know how to fertilize it, how much water to put for it. So that's what Super 30 do for you. And hopefully if everything comes together, and like Ricardo said, it works. We have to polish everything, and maybe in the future we can see lovely talents on the big frame. Yeah, so hopefully we'll have more legends from Benaulim. Yeah, and also you guys gonna support us. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Sorry, my name is Tony Okafo. I've been in India for a long time, and I've been in Goa for more than 15, 20 years. I've been here. So I've been following football in Goa, and I've played for many clubs in Goa. I played for MRF Foundation. When my first club in Goa was MRF. From MRF, I went to CESA, from CESA, Sporting to Vasco. So I've been into football since I came to Goa. My wife is also Goan. So Mr. Ricardo hired me to be part of his academic growth. I work with GFDC, I work with GFA, and I work with Football Factory and La Liga in Delhi. So I've been into youth development. It's a very good thing because actually his family has been into football. The Alemaos, they've been into football. So I was happy when I heard that something like this is going to come up in Benaulim. So when he told me, I said, yeah, I'll be very honored to be part of it because the family have sacrificed in football in Goa. So I'm ready to be associated with football in Benaulim, at least since it's from the same family, so it's okay. So it's a very good thing. Like everybody know, there might be 300 students, but out of 300, maybe only 10 will be interested in football. The rest will be coming for recreation. So it's not necessary that the whole 300 will become football players. Some will drop out, some will continue. It's not the failure of the management or the coaches. It is the interest of the children. And where the family or the parents come in. So many kids want to play football. But if they are not being pushed or supported by the parents at home, it's not only the work of the coaches or the management on the ground. Parents have a big role to play. So with their support, with their motivation, the children can upgrade themselves. They can become what they want to be. So it's a very good project. And I'm sure people from Benaulim will enjoy it. There's South United also from this part of Goa. So they're also doing well. So it's going to be a very big challenge. Nothing is easy, everybody knows. So definitely we're going to do our best to support whatever project Mr. Alemao brings on table. We are ready to support and to help. So it's a pleasure being here myself. Thank you very much.
Okay. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. My name is Marcus Fernandez. And yes, to tell you about myself, I joined as an assistant in 2019 when Ricardo started his academy. After my D license, I joined as an assistant. But now today I handle the entire academy, all the operations and admin. And yes, first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Warren. As he mentioned to you all, it was just one message which I had posted. Basically, I had posted the resumption of I Academy on the Football Lovers of Goa. There is a WhatsApp group on Football Lovers of Goa. I just posted one day, and after posting that, within a minute, I got a missed call from Warren. I have been following Warren like for a long time, looking at his football camps, and yes, and that day, that call, the phone was in my hand. I was like, why is he calling me? And then we got on a call, and then Warren told me, I want to meet you, let's have a discussion on this, I want to know the plan. And yes, this is the Benaulim Comprehensive Football Academy which he has launched. I would like to thank Mr. Warren for giving us this opportunity to serve the kids of Benaulim constituency. That's it from my side.
That's it. Oh, Ansel, come. Oh, Parental. No.
I was just I'm a parent of a son who is not very interested in football, but through the summer camp has now gotten to really look and watch football. And one of the great motivational speeches by Pele, one of the greatest footballers the world has ever produced. He says success doesn't come easily. It needs perseverance, hard work, and a lot of motivation. And this is where motivation starts. It starts at the grassroots, where kids play on the fields. And we sometimes look at Pele or we look at Ronaldo and say, okay, these are big things to achieve. We must realize that we had one of the greatest footballers from the constituency of Benaulim, Menino Figueiredo. He was the first captain of Goa post-liberation. Played under the Portuguese and played in Goa. He's also my brother-in-law's father. And so for my son, he doesn't have to look too far for stars. Our stars are not in heaven, not in the sky. Our stars are actually from our grounds in Goa, Benaulim and everywhere. So I hope, this will actually create more stars. And the best part is the culture and the genes are in Goa. We'll take that forward.
Launch the jersey. Come, children. Come, let's go. We'll remove that
Just push those chairs. More space. Like left hand.
Hey, hero, look here.
Yeah.
Aren't you wearing it?
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.